let me show you how I make this delicious skillet pesto chicken, or also I call it a skillet caprese chicken. I make this in many different ways, but this is a really quick and easy version that's perfect for a weeknight. It only takes about 25 minutes. I take some olive oil, add that to a large skillet, and then whatever boneless, skinless protein I have is what I'm using. So today I had a boneless, skinless chicken thighs, but you can do this with breast, you can do this with turkey breast, whatever you have. Season on both sides, and you're gonna cook them on both sides until they're pretty much fully cooked through, and you wanna make sure that the chicken develops a really nice color. Make sure that your temperature is adjusted properly so doesn't burn on the outside before the inside cooks. Once the chicken is well cooked on both sides, you're gonna go ahead and remove it from the skillet, but you're gonna keep all of those little bits and juices in that skillet because that's gonna give you great flavor. I go ahead and slice up a couple of cloves of garlic. I saute that for just a few seconds. I don't want my garlic to burn, otherwise it's gonna become bitter. And then I add cherry tomatoes, and you can add fresh cherry tomatoes, or I had a handful of frozen ones that I wanted to use. So I went ahead and added those, and that just really makes a really nice saucy sauce at the end. So delicious. Make sure you season them with a really good pinch of salt because tomatoes love salt, and just saute them for just a few minutes. I want them to cook down slightly but not turn to total mush because I really want them to be plump and juicy in my final dish. Once there, add the chicken back in, and now this is the part where you can add pesto or not. I think adding pesto adds so much flavor, so I added a little spoonful of pesto to each of the chicken thighs, and then I just made sure to sort of like smooth it out as evenly as I could. But this is going to add so much delicious flavor with very little to no effort. And then once you're there, you're going to top it with your cheese of choice. I've done provolone here, I've done mozzarella here. It really just depends on what I have. On this particular day I had fresh mozz, so that's what I used. I added that all over the top of the chicken thighs. You kind of want to make sure to like be generous and kind of cover the chicken thighs because that's what makes this so delicious. And then once there, I like to partially cover and let the cheese melt. It just takes a couple of minutes until it looks like that. I like to add some fresh basil because let's face it, fresh basil just makes every single thing better. And a little hot pepper flake for a little teeny tiny kick of heat, and that's pretty much done. Easy, simple, delicious, and something your whole family will love. I hope you enjoy. Bye-bye.